Yeah, I'm really interested, really interested. And thanks for getting back to me finally. All I can say is I'll speak to George and I'll see if we can pop down to you later on and have a look. I think it's a good idea. I'm hoping George will go with it, but I'll let you know later on. I'll drop you a text, and if not, I'll just turn up and we'll have a quick look at it. But again, thanks for getting back to me, and hopefully I'll see you later on. Oh, we're nearly done. We're nearly done. There's been a lot of mowing over the past, couple of days. And I've done a lot of the tedding as well, so we're getting there. We're getting there. It's taking some time, but we are getting there. It does help to have this mower. Now, unfortunately for George, he's had to pay a little bit extra. Not much, but we have had it a day over than what he originally wanted to do. But as you can see, just this field left to do. Then we've got to ted this as well, so we'll have to get the hay bob out. But yeah, it's not too bad. We're nearly there. Nearly job complete. So the other field just across by the trailer, that's all mowed and tedded. The big field's all mowed and tedded. We just need to make sure we windrow it at some point. So I've just been on the phone to the dealership because, well, been talking about the fact that we need a mower. I'm trying to find something without bothering George too much, and try to take it on my own shoulders to try and find a solution for that. And I think I've come up with something that could be a decent enough way to sort it out. It's still a bit expensive, but thinking about it, it could be our best option. So I've just been speaking to the dealership. I've actually been on the phone to them a couple of days now, and they've actually got a new range of mowers in. So they've got some Malone mowers in, and I'm thinking of trying to convince George to go and get one brand new. So not brand new second hand, but brand new. It's going to be difficult, it really is, but I've come up with a bit of a deal, which I think George might favour, and yeah, be warmed to the idea. So yeah, kind of bargained a bit of a deal that if we buy this mower, it's about 10,000, that's the best price I could get for it, and it's a decent sized mower. It's probably just a little bit shy of the one we're using now, but if we do get it, every hay bale that we do take, they'll knock £40 off the price. So I know it's not much when you think about just per bale, but if we take, you know, a good amount of bales, and they aren't the biggest bales in the world with our baler, so we probably would have got a little bit more, but £40 I think is a good deal. I think the dealership will obviously sell them at a bit more, so they'll get some profit off it, and it gives us a way of getting rid of some of the hay when, well, we've still only got 6 cows. So now I've got to try and, yeah, come up with the courage, let's say, to go and tell George and see what he thinks. Fingers crossed. He thinks it's a good idea, or he might even think I shouldn't have meddled, unless I could find something personal to buy myself, which I just can't do. I've got about, well, in fact, let's just have a quick look at how much money I've got. I have done really well whilst this was being built, the farm, and I was working with Mick. Let's have a look. So yeah, as you can see, I'm not at the 10,000 mark, but yeah, I mean, in a few months' time, maybe I could be there, but 7,000 in my savings account, I've done really well to get that. I could probably personally buy a second-hand mower, but it's just finding one. I think it's the wrong time to try and buy a mower, with it being the season to start mowing. There isn't really much option. And I really like these Malone mowers. But if we can go up later on today, or even now, depending on what George says, we can see if he likes it. And if he does, you never know. He might warm to the idea. So let's go speak to George and just see what he thinks. Yeah, fingers crossed he thinks it's a good idea. Well, there's only one way to find out. Alright, George, how's it going?
Not too bad. Are you here again for another brew? You're going to put me out of tea bags.
Well, no, not really, but while you're offering, I may as well have another brew.
Oh, God, let me get the kettle on.
George, quickly, just before you stick the kettle on, because I do think that's a good idea, let me just quickly share an idea that I've got with you.
Oh, when you come up with ideas, it always brings me trouble.
Hey, that's not true. I've had some good ideas. We've obviously got this mower issue, and I've been trying to find something second-hand. Not the best time to look for one, couldn't find anything, to be honest, George. I was even contemplating buying one myself.
Oh, we don't want you to do that, Scroft. They're not cheap. Don't do that. You'll make me feel bad.
No, well, I mean, I would have quite happily done that. But yeah, they're just too expensive, so I'm not going down that route. But I have been speaking to the dealership, and I think we've got a good relationship now with, obviously you have as well, George, there, and I'm starting to get one. And they've got some new Malone mowers in.
New? Oh, straight away I'm already put off by this. Do you know how much mowers are brand new?
Yeah, I do, because I'm thinking this could be a good idea, and I've done a bit of research. This is a good mower, George. I'm telling you now, it'd be good for the farm. You could do some mower flexing outside, showing off.
What the hell's mower flexing?
It don't matter, George. But yeah, so this mower, it's good size, brand new. They want 10 grand for it.
10 grand? 10 grand for a mower? Oh, Christ. Can you not find anything better than that?
For brand new, George, that's a pretty decent price. And when you see it, if you're willing to go and see it with me, I think you might like it. But yeah, 10 grand, but the best part about it is we're obviously doing a lot of hay right now. We've got 3 fields, biggest cut we've ever done on the farm. We've got a small baler as it is, so it's not going to, we're not going to be doing some big bales. These are small bales. We're going to have quite a few of them. And I've worked out a deal with the dealership that every bale we take to them, they'll knock £40 off the price.
Hey, £40? So if we take 10, that's 400. I mean, that big field alone could take 30, my guess.
I don't know exactly how many we could take, George. I mean, we've got 6 cows at the moment. We do want probably a bit more for backup. If we do get some more cows, I don't know where the calves are. If any are in calf, I haven't really asked you much about that. So we do need to keep some, but I think it's a good idea. We could get a brand new mower. We do need it, really. We really do need it, George. You know that scrap. We spoke to Mick. It's sitting out the back now. We've got to take this one back tomorrow. I just think it's a good idea. I've already tedded up 2 fields. The small one I've nearly finished mowing. I can have that done and tedded up by the end of the day, and I could even get the big one baled. What do you think?
I think it's a good idea. I think I have to give you credit. It's a good idea. But before I make any decision, I want to have a look at it.
I think that's a good idea as well, George. It's probably best for us both go and have a look at it. I mean, instead of having a brew, why don't we pop up now, and then I can get back after, and whatever decision we make, and get back in the field and crack on and get this hay done.
Go on then. Let's get up. May as well.
Good on you, George. That's what I want to hear. What should we take up, George?
Jump in the landy.
Rightio, let's jump in. Want me drive?
Yeah, you drive.
I think this would be a good idea, I do, George. Honestly, I think... I really do think this is going to be a beneficial thing for the farm. We definitely need a mower. And getting a brand new one is something I didn't think you'd ever do.
Well, neither did I, until you said something, but we're finding ways to knock prices down. I'm an happy bloke. I really am.
Hey, it looks like Tony's done some big bales over there.
Yeah, they're massive, aren't they, them?
Hey up, George, what's all this? Do you know anything about this?
That's Carmsden Summer Fair. Happens every year.
Oh, that's a bit interesting. Did you ever head down?
Me? Nah. Not my cup of tea.
It looks pretty good, though. We're obviously setting up. I guess that'll be something that'll be kicking off in the evening times.
Yep, sure will.
Fancy going down?
Oh, don't know about that.
I didn't think you would. You never know, though. You might enjoy it, George.
Too loud for me, that is. Too loud.
So he did said he's got a showcase one out on the case at the front, so we can have a quick look at this, and then we can probably speak to him if we need to. If not, we'll hop back.
Yeah, just have a quick look. We don't want to talk to them unless we know what we're doing. And if we do decide to do this, you're going to be a busy man in that field today.
To be honest, George, I could do with an helping hand.
Oh.
You don't have to, but I mean, if you want to jump on the row, you can always help me out that way.
Oh, let me think about it. Let me look at this mower first. You're blagging me mind.
Yep, no problem. So this is the Malone that I was looking at. There's the Pro Cut 700, 800 and 900. I mean, there's not much difference in the price. If we're going to get one, we may as well go for the 900.
I do like it. I do like it. It'll last us. We've got a lot of grass work now. We want more cows. Yeah, I can see it. I can see why you want it. I want it too. But I've spent a lot of money. We've got to find a way to do this properly.
I get that. I get that, George. That's why I'm thinking. Let's knock a bit of price off it, mate. Let's work hard and get this thing on the farm. I don't mind putting the graft in. I really don't. But you're going to have to sign off on it. I can't afford the 10 grand. You know, I can't even afford 9 grand. I mean, I'd happily chip in.
Oh, I don't want that, Scroft. No, you've already done enough for me. I understand it's my burden. I've got to pay for this. I get that. Just want to try and find a way we can reduce it. I like your idea. I'm just trying to figure out in my head how many bales we'd need. If we brought it down to 8 grand, I think we've done well. Like, buying a mower like this for 8 grand, I can see your thinking behind it.
8 grand? 8 grand. George, I mean, it's a lot of bales, mate. 2 grand. That's a lot of bales.
I know it is.
Depends how many we get, George. I mean, I can get back, get in the field, and we'll see how many we get off, but I don't know if we're going to get that many, to be honest, and we got to keep some. I'd say at least keep half. I really would.
I think that's a good point. We'll aim for that. Keep off, sell off. Whatever it is, we'll keep off and sell off, and then whatever's knocked off, we'll knock off. We'll do it. We'll do it. I think it's a good idea. Let's get back. Let's get in them fields and let's get this mower on the farm.
Yes, George. Made my day, mate. I'm glad you saw logic in what I was saying. I didn't know if you'd think it was a good idea or not.
No, I can see it. It's a good mower, that is, and it's going to last us. That's the main thing.
Brand new. Something we're not used to.
I know. I might have to lie down after we buy that. Right, pull up here.
Yeah, will do.
Right, I'm going to get in that Ford, I am. I'm going to do something I don't do often. I'm going to get out in them fields and help you out.
Are you really?
I am. I'm up for this, Scroft. I think we can do this today.
Seriously, you think we can bale all 3 fields today?
We work together, we can get it done.
Right, George, I'm up for it. First things first, I'll go put the kettle on. Right, let's get this done. So George, I've just seen head off, and he should be going to that field first. He said he's going to start with a smaller field, just across from us. That's a good plan. So we'll get cracking on with this. We'll get this mowed up. It shouldn't take us too long. It is the smallest field. Well, probably the same size as the other one, to be honest. It's a bit easier to do, though. It's less uphill. So we get this done. We can then work on tedding this one. And then he's going to row up all 3. And we can start baling. I'm hoping by the end of the day we'll have the bales. And if we try and take full trailer load, we've got to load them up as well. Count how many we've got, and we're going to take 50 of them. Well, 50%. Which isn't too bad, really. 50% isn't too bad at all. I don't think I've seen George in the field before. I saw him once go out with the tanker and he got stuck. So let's hope he don't do that again. I mean, he shouldn't do. It's just been a while. But he is in his Ford, so he should be happy. I mean, it is his pride and joy and all that. I'm looking forward to getting that mower. If it all works out and we get the mower, I'll be happy. Just trying to think though, to get 2,000 knocked off I think that might be a little bit too much to ask for. But we are getting a good deal. I do think we're getting a bit of a bargain here. 10,000 for a mower, knocking off with the bales we take. I mean, it's pretty cheap for a hay bale, but we've got to make some profit on it, so I kind of understand why. I haven't seen George yet through the trees to see if he is actually in the field. Let's swing this around and go back down. You can see how quick this mower just races through this. And hopefully that Malone will do the exact same. I'm trying not to mow too much in this bit, which is where we try and keep the cows so they can graze in a certain point. So we'll try and keep that a bit longer for them, but it's difficult to do because I keep driving over it. Last little bit here. And there we go. Job done. So let's get hooked up now to the hay bob. We'll bring that back in the field. We'll focus on getting that done, eh? And then at least every field then is tedded up. We best leave this just here, I'd say. Drop that there for the meantime, that'll be fine, and we'll get... Well, we may as well just swap over to the Ford. It's what I've been using. And that's a good idea. Does need a clean, these tractors do. How are we doing on fuel? Full. Not too bad. Now this hay bob, as good as it is, and as much as of an upgrade it was, it's now instantly, because of the amount of grass we've got, on the small side. So yeah, we can't really win, can we? But we'll get through it. We'll get through it. We've just got to work hard today. I'm sure the rewards will come in the end. Let's see if we can just have a quick sneak peek. I think I just saw him. He's out in the field. He is, look. George is out in the field. That is crazy. I never thought I'd see that day. But I do admire his enthusiasm. He's matching mine, which is great to see. Right, so it is time for me to crack on with this. I'll get this tedded up. Hopefully by that time George will have done one of the fields for me, and then we can switch over to the baler. So I'm going to focus now and get this done, but I'll turn the camera back on and we've got that baler out. I think that'll be alright. Not too bad. I think we're ready to go. Oh, who's this? That's George. Alright, George, how's it going?
I'm doing alright. I'm loving this. I haven't been out in the field in ages. Feel like a younger man.
You feel like you've gone back in time, eh, George?
I really do. This is a great idea, this was. I'm loving it.
I'm happy for you, George. Really am. Anyway, how are you getting on?
I'm doing good. I've done the field across the road, so you can start in that one if you're ready.
I am. I've just hooked up to the baler, and I've actually finished tedding the field out by the back of the farm, so not too bad. So, are you in the big field now?
Just started. I'll finish this off, because what is it, 12:30? I'll get this finished, I'll make us some food, and then I'll finish off in that field. You best crack on if you want to get this baling done.
Yeah, you're right. I'll get a move now, and I'll start on that field.
See you later.
See you in a bit, mate. George is loving it. He's absolutely loving it. Rolling back the years, George's. Right, so we're all hooked up, we're ready. Let's head out. We may as well go this way. Ideally, probably wouldn't want to drive over this hay, but we can probably just go around the edge a bit. But yeah, field across there is done. So all we need to do is start baling that up. And we'll see how many bales we've got. We'll try and keep a track of the bale count. Let's hope we get enough. At least to make a bit of a dent. 50%, that's what we're doing. We're keeping 50% of what we make, and then we're taking 50% up to the dealership. He's done a good job here, George has. For someone that's not been in the field too long, these rows are pretty straight, I think, from this angle. I'll dark squeeze with this motor now. I'll watch that baler. Don't want to scratch it, do we? Yeah, we're alright there. Just about. Right, where should we start this from? We may as well start in the middle somehow. Yeah, it's not the tidiest in the world, but I won't be telling him that. Let's start over here. I think it's best to start at the top of the hill and come down, eh? Let's start just about here. We really do need to crack on. Good news is, I have actually charged up the batteries of the drone. So, we should be able to do this. Just trying to figure out where... Yeah, why not? We'll start here. It looks as good a spot as any. Yeah, let's not faff about today. There we go. She's working, she's on. Let's start doing some bales. Hey up, George. I'm catching you up.
Normally I'd tell you slow down, but you really do need to keep cracking on at this pace.
I know. You know what I'm going to say, don't you?
Don't you dare. Don't you say that to me.
I can't help myself, George.
Oh, go on then.
George, stop faffing about and get a move on. Come on. I thought you'd like that, George. Hey, we're doing pretty well, George.
Are we? What's the bale count at?
I think that one that's just dropped out is number 47.
47? That's pretty good going.
Anyway, I'll crack on.
Yeah, you do that and I'll do the same.
Radio. Yeah, we're doing pretty well. 47 bales so far. Can't complain at that. Really can't. And I am catching him up. He's still got the other field right by the farm to ted up, and then we've obviously got to bale that up as well, but we're doing alright. We are dropping a lot of bales here. It's pretty good going. Maybe we'll go probably have some food before he starts on the next one, and I might do the same. But overall, I'm pretty happy with what's coming off, and I think George is the same, and he's enjoying it as well, which is nice to see. But I think I'm going to focus on this now. I'll get this done, switch off the camera, save the batteries for a bit, and then I'll turn it back on when the baling's done for the day. We are flying through it. We're doing really well. So let's see how far we get before the sun starts coming down. Now that was a massive job. I finally finished it. Finally finished it.
How many did you get?
We got 94, George.
94?
I know, 94 bales. Can you believe it?
I can't believe it, 94. So what's that work out at?
Well, it's 47 bales. That's how many we're taking. 47.
Oh, that's better than we expected.
It is, George. It really is. Do you know what? What time are we on now? 7 o'clock. I'm going to give the dealership a ring. I've got his mobile. I'll probably get through to him. Give me a second, George.
Alright, no worries.
Let's just give him a bell. Alright, it's ringing. Let's hope he answers.
Hello, CFM Machinery.
Hey, it's Scroft. We spoke earlier about the Malone mower.
Ah, Scroft, yeah. How's it going?
It's going well. Actually, really well. Me and George popped up earlier on. We had a look at the 900 and we're interested. And what we were talking about before about bringing some bales and knocking off the price, we've finished our mowing, finished our baling, and we've got quite a few bales for you. We're thinking of bringing up 47 bales.
47 bales, that's excellent. Yes. Brilliant news. So, £40 a bale.
Well, that's why I've rang you up. Is there any chance we can bring them up for £42.50 a bale? Now, the reason I'm saying this is we are actually bringing up a lot more than we originally intended, which is going to be good for you, but also, it's some good hay this is. We're quite impressed with how it's come off.
£42.50 instead of £40. Oh, I mean, you are bringing up a lot more, which means we'll probably make a bit more from it, to be honest with you. I don't see why not. Yeah, that's a deal. You bring me up 47 bales and I'll knock you £42.50 off each bale, off the price of that mower. So let me just work that out for you. Right, so I worked that out as £1,997.50 of a discount.
Excellent. So that's what, £8,000 and £2.50?
It is.
I think that's a good bargain. I think George is going to agree to that. We've obviously got to load these up, so it's going to take me some time.
Well, that's no problem. It's going to take us a day at least for it to be ready for you for collection. So you bring them up tomorrow, we'll have the mower for you.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. You've made our day.
No problem at all. See you tomorrow.
See ya. That is blooming brilliant news. Hey, George.
What is it?
Great news, mate. I've negotiated £42.50 a bale.
Hey, that's pretty good going. How much does that work out then?
Do you know what, George? It works out exactly where we wanted. We're knocking off £1,997.50, which is pretty much £2,000. So we're only going to be paying £8,000.
That's blooming brilliant. That hard work in the field is paid off. Maybe I should come out a bit more in the field.
I'll tell you what, it's been nice to see you out in the field, George. It really has. And you've had a smile on your face, which is not a normal thing.
Hey, what are you on about? I'm always smiling.
If you say so. Anyway, it's not going to be ready till tomorrow, so gives me chance probably in the morning to load up 47 bales.
Well, good luck with that. I ain't doing that.
No, I didn't think you'd help me with that. I'll sort that out, George, don't worry. Anyway, exciting news. We're getting ourselves that mower. How good's that? Right, well, I'll part things up, George, but I think that's it for the day. I am absolutely spent from that. I'll sleep well tonight.
No problem. Good work today, Scroft. See you later.
Yeah, see you later, George. Right, so yeah, I'll park up. I guess I'll park up this. He's left that. Off he goes in his house. Yeah, I'll park up the Ford. I'll get this baler cleaned and the tractor. Park that up as well. And then tomorrow's a busy day. We're going to load up 47 bales to take to the store, bring back a mower, and then load up the other 47 bales for storage in our barn. It's been a good day. Really, it has been a productive day on the farm.